In this video, I will be going over tape chart. Now, a tape chart most properties use to actually look and see what rooms have what type of activity on them. So, for example, you can filter these. So you can filter these based on a week, 2 weeks, um, specified dates. You can configure this to show week numbers, column auto scale. So you could actually do multiple things with this. You can also filter this, as you go. So if you have month selected, this will take you a calendar month. If you have week selected, this will take you a calendar week. You could select the date you're looking at. So for example, if I want to look at February 3rd, this will start at February 3rd and it'll show me what type of activity I have at property. So I want to go somewhere where I actually have activity. Let's go here. So as you can see, these are the reservations that I have booked. Maybe they're in checked-in status, created status. If you'd like to see what the status is, you hover over it, and you can see Julie Nilsson is in confirmed status, pending to arrive 9/14. And that gives you her information there. It also gives you her group. So it shows that she's coming part of the group. All right. So on the fly, if you want to look here, and if you would like to go directly to where the reservation lies, you can click go to source, and that'll take you to that reservation. So Cassie Wallace, this is Cassie Wallace's reservation, and it'll open it up in a new window, and you can manage her reservation here. If you'd like to edit the reservation or edit the source, you could do that here on the fly without going into the room itself. So if you want to change the credit card number, if you want to change contact, email, phone number, estimated time of arrival, so say she calls and says, hey, I'm going to have a late check-in, you can go in and put her in whatever time she's coming in. If you want to attach a note, you could do so. And then you could save. If you'd like to requalify a guest, so if you would like to requalify a guest from this stance here, you're able to requalify. Now, you cannot requalify a guest that's already checked in less than today's date. So for example, we have a guest that's checked in that has not been checked out in our system. We are working with a non-live system that is for testing purposes. So the system will not allow you to requalify a guest that's checked in at which the reservation has passed. If we allow that to happen, then there are a lot of errors that can occur. We are able to check in and check out here with the tape chart. So if I want to check this guest out, I could do so. And now the status of Donald Kenyon is in the checked out status. So now we cannot assign any rooms, upgrades. We can attach notes. So we can add a note to this reservation. Say Donald says, garbage was found under the bed. You can create a note when it was created, when it's valid too. So if you want to assign that to in housekeeping, you can. If you want to send it with a high priority, you can share this note with others. So anybody that goes to this reservation can see. High priority will actually create this exclamation point here. You can exclude this from reports. So if you're creating a report for this reservation, you would want to exclude this, you can do so. If you want to notify somebody, so if I want to notify David that, hey, we have this issue, David is now going to be notified that, hey, there was an issue in this room. And that is just for notes. Tasks is a whole different breed. You can add a task. You can add existing tasks. These are existing tasks that exist in our database currently. So these are tasks that are already assigned and created. So you can attach this room to a task, or you can add a task from a template or add a brand new task. So for example, if I want to call this dirty room task, guest found garbage under the bed. Due date, I want this due by tomorrow. Maybe this will take an extra 15 minutes. You can change all of these statuses here. So this is going to go into created status. I would like this to be a high priority. All right. You can add your items here. So items that you're requesting have housekeeping. Check the room. Contact guest for resolution. And then you can also assign an owner. So for example, if I create this task without assigning an owner, it'll automatically generate this task with myself as the owner. So if I want the owner to be George Boyd, who may or may not be my manager, I could do so here. Auto close upon task items completed. So once the task item goes into the completed stage, this will auto close that. Task created from dispatch. So if dispatch actually creates this task, then you can click this button, and what that'll do is that'll allow dispatch to create this task. Now the task is created. There are triggers behind tasks, so please watch my video on tasks. If you want to further look at tasks. And that is what you can do on a tape chart. Here on the right, you can see the reservation information. This is all view only. However, you can actually select do not move for a reservation, and you're able to go in and do that. You can see the reservation information, and you can see the group information here. These are going to be view only items. They are not going to be they're not going to be able to be changed.